Okay, but you gotta chill with the blanket.
Oh my god.
I just don't want to fuck up the audio.
Why am I so puffy?
I don't know. Okay. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We're in Florida, and if you're watching on YouTube, you can tell that because we're sitting cozy on a couch with a duvet.
Mhm.
But if you're listening, you're going to note the audio isn't as great as it typically is because, well, A, we're not in a studio, but B, I forgot to look at my packing list before I left.
We're using mini mics.
So I forgot to bring my microphones. But I will say this is a little telling of 2025 because did I show you my vision board?
I saw it, yes.
Okay. There's like a little microphone on it. And that is because I want to do, we were thinking, like I had my year-end call with management and my team, and we were like, okay, what do we want to do this upcoming year? And I want to get more celebrity style interview, but it's also so hard to get like big celebrities to sit down for an hour. Obviously some people can, but
yeah,
we had
like,
the idea
like Oscars.
Well, yeah, of doing like basically creating a separate
like
segment.
Teffy with her little mini mic.
Teffy does it, like Hannah Burner does Burner on the Street. So quick chats with Cam instead of conversations with Cam would be like my mini mic segments where if I can get celebrities to do like 15 minutes during a press tour, and then ideally that puts me in the running for some red carpet correspondence. First issue out of the gate, done. But would you die if I was on a red carpet? Because I'd have to ask like celebrities.
No, it'd be so cool.
Well, I'd have to know celebrities.
That's also true. We'd have to do like a full rundown.
You know, we keep saying we're going to do that game where you show me celebrity photos. This is not the setting. We'd have to be in studio for that one. And I do want to do it.
Yeah, we should
Wake
do
up.
it. So I just woke up from a nap.
Okay. Yeah.
She came into my room. She said, "We have to record. We have to record."
Well, you know why? Thank you. Can you can I just watch you do it?
7-8-4-7.
The reason now everyone knows your password. The thing that I think I miss the most about life before children. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Yes.
What?
The freedom to sleep whenever you want.
No, because it's not sleep. It's
Just
the freedom.
Nothing.
Well, it's the not being on like I feel so rushed when they're both down for this nap, which is such a blessing that they both nap at the same time and I have that hour and a half window. But like I want to relax. I want to get work done. I want to just lay on the couch and read, but then we have to film it. So it's like when I'm trying to rush you, it's because I know my children are going to wake up.
No, and I understand that. I get that.
So that's why.
But that's also just like I don't know how I'm going to do it. Every day that we've been here, I've napped for like probably 2.5 hours because I don't have work.
One nap.
And I've just been nap girl. And I just don't know how.
Your body adjusts in a weird way.
But I'm going to bed at like 11 and I am waking up probably earlier than I do normally here.
I don't know.
But like I'm waking up at 7:30. It's not like I'm waking up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah. Your body does adjust when you have kids because you don't have a fucking option. Yeah, but I'm so team like nap time is your time. And yes, when I have a newborn, I nap during that window. But now I don't even like napping during their nap because then I feel like I never have that time. Like I wake up and it's time to go. And I'm like, well, shit. The biggest thing we need to discuss, calendar gate.
On my side that I don't like.
Well, you know what? I'm trying to figure out what my good side is with my wild eyebrow, which one I prefer. In the studio, it's much...
my left side is definitely my good side, and so much so that
you're switching.
I'm switching for the altar.
I literally don't notice a difference. What makes it better?
I'll show you a picture that I took last night I think it's my nose and my cheek. I don't really know.
Okay, well, I'm trying to figure out what side is better for me in the studio because of my eyebrow. Anyway, calendar gate. How do you feel about the virality? I never say that word, virality of that video.
It's crazy. I tell you this all the time. Like, I don't like being perceived. Like, that it gives me so much anxiety. So to have all of these people... You mean
just people not knowing you being...
Yeah.
What do you mean by...
It just, like, gives me anxiety. Like, all these people... I don't know.
Perceiving you in the sense of, like, they don't know you and they're watching something of you?
That's their first impression of me. Not that it's, like, a bad first impression, but, well, to some people...
And is that why you don't want to ever be an influencer?
Yeah, I can't handle the hate.
I get it.
I'm not built for that.
It's interesting though, because I feel like you don't care.
Yeah,
like I just
don't.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I don't know how much it would like get to me, I guess, but I just don't like the thought of people
perceiving you.
Yeah, like having opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my biggest issue with the job is having to come to terms with people misunderstanding you.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes me so sad. I know I said this to you when I was like, don't you want to be like, what if you came on and, you know, this whole thing, and that's your biggest fear. That I hate that. I totally understand,
yes,
and it is so
really
warranted.
Sad.
But that's so sad that that's the reality of the like time that we live in, of like the hate, the comments, the forums. Like that's what in the cyberbullying is happening.
It's really, really wild.
Have you thought about getting a calendar?
No, I haven't.
Not even when right after the interview or the episode, we went and we started to plan for your bachelorette. And I said, okay, why don't you give me some weekends? And you said, sure, here are some. And I sent out a doodle or whatever it's called. And I had all your bridesmaids rate them. And then we picked one. And then you sent it to your friend. Hey, this is the weekend. And she said, aren't you going to London?
No, I said this is one of them.
Nope. That was the weekend we had chosen.
We were leaning towards it. And then it was the weekend that Tyler's running the London Marathon. It all happened so quickly. I think
the timing was perfect to prove the calendar.
No, totally. Point. But I just think that, yeah, no, I mean, maybe there will be some things that I'll start adding in there, but most of them I'm just like, I just know.
I mean, the main comments were, this girl must have no plans, which is like not true. You do many things.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like I'm always so busy, but yes, you even just like appointments and doing
the other question
was so like the doing things is like the least of my worries, because those are like talked about all the time. Like in a group chat, you're like, oh, okay, are we still on for like, I just feel like people are always checking in.
So that was another comment. It was like, these are the type of people that rely
but
on
I don't rely.
Okay. And then it was, how the fuck do you remember? Like when I go to the dentist, they're like, okay, schedule your appointment in 6 months.
Yeah, and then they call you 24 hours before to confirm the appointment.
Yeah, but what if you've planned something else for that window?
Then you just, I don't know, that's never happened to me, but I guess you would just like reschedule the appointment.
I can't imagine this lifestyle. And then there was a lot of confusion about work. You clearly have a work calendar.
Yes, I have a work calendar, which is where my meetings are and all of that stuff, but I just don't keep a personal calendar.
How did you feel when people at work said that they saw the video?
Oh my God, yeah, that was funny. People came up to me and they were like, Lucy, I think I saw you on TikTok. And I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, like that I don't like.
Yeah.
And it was like people that I don't have a work relationship with even. Like they just saw me and they're just like, oh my God, I saw you on TikTok.
Well, the next thing to follow up on that episode is wedding and bachelorette planning.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you have any wedding updates. Oh, you picked the dress.
I picked the dress. So now I have my rehearsal dinner, my wedding dress, and an after party dress. So I need an outfit for Thursday night, and I might do one more.
The dress is fucking phenomenal. Mom slipped the designer in front of Tyler last night.
She says it all the fucking time. She literally says it all the time. And I'm like, Mom, can you please stop? I'm not like, he would never
He's not going to go look.
Like, he doesn't want to know. I'm not telling him anything about it. Because he's like, I don't want to know. I want to be completely surprised. But Mom keeps saying the designer, and I feel like it's only a matter of minutes until he gets a targeted ad.
Yeah,
and
I
like
get that.
Sees which he would have no idea which dress it is, but just like the styles of the dresses.
You just don't want to know.
But she keeps saying it.
Phenomenal. I still have to pick out my dress. We ordered like, I don't know why I'm having a hard time.
Yeah, I need to figure out bridesmaids and
you have the color scheme.
I have the color schemes, and I just need to assign them the colors, but it's kind of hard when you and Maddie don't have a dress or colors. So
okay, I'll defend Maddie. She's
totally.
like very pregnant.
Nothing you can do about that.
So that just sucks. Like she's not going to be able to find a dress right now.
No.
Myself,
I just would love
it's
a
not
color.
for lack of trying.
No, I know. You ordered a lot of dresses.
Like we ordered 6
I'm
here.
also just like this, me being the type B person that I am. I'm just like, it's fine. It'll all work out. Like,
okay, no.
Oh, you think I'm being annoying?
I don't think you're being annoying. But
well,
like,
the wedding is in 6 months, so like,
okay,
chop a little bit. But
well, I agree, and less so about the dress. Like, I just feel, for instance, the bachelorette and the dress. Still, you're like, we need some direction.
You have the direction.
Okay, now I do for the dress, and I'm trying. But for the bachelorette, like, I know you're on my ass, and I get you want it planned, but like, it'd be helpful if you picked like, if you came to me and you were like, this is where I want to go.
It's really hard.
I'm not saying it's easy, but like, you need to be
but
decisive.
Now I think that we know, and we'll figure it out.
Okay, well, we did, for a bachelorette update, we did find a travel agent that we're going to work with, and we're leaning towards, we have a weekend, Mother's Day weekend. Watch out, world, I'm going wild. Am I going to be the only mom? Oh, if his sisters come.
Yeah, if Tyler's sisters come.
Maddie won't be there.
Maddie won't be there because baby.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else other than his sisters. Okay. And then we're circling around a location. So we're close.
We have about 5 months for that. So
no.
What?
Nothing. I don't know if I can make it happen, and if I can make it happen, I would want it to be a surprise. Magic Mike at the house. Yeah, like, no, I'm kidding. Okay, then there were other things I wanted to talk about. First of all, I didn't even ask, like, we haven't debriefed your Christmas.
I know. I mean, we kind of have, but no, it was really good. I was with Tyler's family. I thought, I don't know, I like was sad about it, obviously, but I knew we had so much family time before, and then after that, I was like, okay, I think this will be fine. Like, it would be very different if I don't see you guys often, or
right. Also,
like, this was the one, like,
you weren't missing a classic Christmas.
That's also true. This
like,
year is very different.
All in Princeton doing our typical things. Like, it was all so different.
Yeah.
Except for my new tradition, which I really enjoyed, and I want to keep having, like, all the cousins that are here, and aunts and uncles, and like doing an early sleepover a few nights before Christmas.
No, I really like that. I'm all
like,
in on that.
Chinese takeout.
Tyler and I have decided that we're doing every other year with our family. So, because he has a brother and 3 stepsisters, so they have all with kids. So they're like, okay, 1 year we'll do with their family, next year in-laws.
Oh, so you're all on the same schedule.
Yes.
That's really smart.
So this year was an on year for Tyler's family, and it was really nice. We just had really good family time. We were there for maybe like 5 or 6 days. And it was great. And I just really love his family so much that it made it really easy. Like, his sisters kept being like,
did you hear me say I missed you?
I missed you too. His sisters kept being like, we know how hard this is for you. Like,
I love them.
They're just such girls. They get us. And they're like, we know how hard this must be for you. Like, it's okay if you want to cry. Like, all this stuff. And I was like, guys, I so appreciate that. And I am sad to not be with my family, but I love you guys so much. We're having so much fun. Yeah. Like, it could be so much worse. Like, I could be Ms. not liking you guys.
I mean, I don't know how people spend time with in-laws that they don't enjoy.
I know.
Like, I think about that all the time when I hear, like, certain friends talk to me about their in-laws. And I'm like, I can't imagine spending so much time with people who, like, I don't enjoy. And I have to.
But, like, Tyler's family and parents are just, like, so welcoming and, like, feel like home to me. So I really like that. And then obviously we had so much family time beforehand. Now we knew we were spending a week in Florida. But no, that was,
I feel like I wanted to talk about, like, the reverting back to old tendencies when you go home. Because where did I talk about that? Well, I've talked about it a few times,
Yeah.
but I forget. Oh, when I did the whole video of like my rage around. You weren't there. Were you there? You were at the Christmas caroling party when I felt like really rageful and I snapped at Mom because I was just like so fucking annoyed.
I don't remember that, but sure.
You weren't there yet.
It was when you texted me.
Yeah, and I was just ready to go. But it's something that like I'm constantly working on.
Yeah.
I don't think I have this trip.
Reverted.
Do you?
No.
No, I don't think I have. But I actively like was dumping my face in ice baths to try not to. I tried my best.
You're finding ways to cope.
It's not for lack of trying. But I feel like, do you think you revert? I'm trying to think of what your like, what do you think your, not label, but like box is within our family?
The baby.
Like what, everyone just does stuff for you?
Yeah, or just, it's like Mom's just like worried about me, like just trying to get things done, and I'm just like, okay, like I can handle it. Really.
Well, like last night at dinner when you were saying how you're like nervous to public speak.
Yeah.
And I forget what I said, but I said something like, oh, no. I was talking about the gratitude dinner, and I was like, I went to this dinner and we had to say what we were grateful for 4 minutes, and like that's my dream. But I called Jess after and she's like, that's my fucking nightmare, and I know it's Lucy's nightmare. And Mom was like, but look at her, she just said but one thing that she was grateful for. I'm like, I'm not saying she's incapable of speaking.
Totally. It's like such a protection, but then she does it to a way that it's like, okay, wait, you're taking it too far. You're just like, no, but you can do, like, you're so good.
You called your doctor. Yeah. You did it.
And
I'm like, condescending.
Wait a second. Like, yeah, I'm an adult. I can have a conversation and say something that I'm grateful for. I don't really want to stand up there and speak in front of 250 people, but
yeah, for your wedding vows.
Yeah. Oh, another wedding update. We asked Joe to officiate the wedding.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that.
We haven't talked about it.
Well, I meant on the show.
I know.
So I did call it. You just didn't want to say it on the episode.
Yeah, well, obviously I wasn't going to say it. No, we had a few ideas, and then we were just like, Joe just makes sense. Like, we think he would take it really seriously. Obviously,
he will.
He's been married, is married, and that like he's been like he understands what marriage is. And that actually, Sally Lou said something to me about that. She was like, I really think it's a lot of times important for me as a bystander just watching a wedding of the person that's marrying the couple to understand marriage and have gone through the process. And I had never thought about that. And I was like, wow, that's such a good point. I really actually like that idea of, so that when they're speaking about what marriage is, they actually know what they're talking about. Not to say that.
Yeah, I mean,
it needs to be. Yeah,
wasn't, and she was incredible. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah. And Joe was already like, he was always on the list, and then Tyler and I just sat down and we were like, this just makes the most sense, and he's going to take it so seriously and just be.
I'm high so on life for myself. Like, I'm already going to be a wreck of emotions. Like,
I know. Well, we actually need to really talk about the fact that, like,
emotional.
Can you stand up there?
Like, can I have my shit together?
Yeah, because
you need to ask Danielle how she felt about me bawling up there with her.
We're on the fence. Like, no bridesmaids or groomsmen are standing up there with us, but we're on the fence on, like, if siblings are. And
if you look at my past at weddings, it's not great.
Yeah. Well, so, like, we didn't stand up for Maddie's wedding, but everyone stood up for your wedding.
Yeah, and we have that amazing picture that I love of you two bowling when we have our first kiss.
We didn't stand up for Maddie's wedding, and it was just the two of them and their officiant, which I love. And so I'm really torn on, like, if we want to do just best man, maids of honor, matrons, and us and Joe.
Or no one.
Or no one. Because it would be Tyler's brother and then you and Maddie. Maddie is like, I don't really want to. Like, I'm going to be postpartum. I don't really feel like standing up there, which totally understand. And then also, how are you going to be able to handle? I don't need to
stand up there. I'm going to let you decide.
I think it's more Tyler probably wants Alex up there.
What I will say from my past is at Kelly's wedding, I was very pregnant.
Yeah,
but
those vows though.
The vows were amazing, and I was using like Marin's sheer scarf of her dress to wipe my tears. I hope you can't hear that ice machine.
I was just thinking about
and at Danielle's wedding, I was a wreck. But I don't know. I get really emotional at weddings. And yeah, I mean, I'm going to bawl because I get emotional at weddings. It's your wedding. And to have Joe officiate it, like, I'm so fucking screwed.
Yeah.
So if you don't want me up there, I totally understand. Maybe I just won't wear mascara or any of my eye makeup. But yes, that was a really big deal to officiate. I also just think Joe's so excited because he loves you guys so much. And I know I joke about this, but like when we're all together, I feel like you, Joe, and Tyler are like a little threesome, and I'm just like a squeakle off to the side. Like, legit.
We are we just
the three of you just love each other so much. Not that you don't love me.
No, we do love. It's more so that like Tyler. No. We obviously love you. It's we like you. No, it's obviously just it's the fact that Tyler and Joe like to have fun and drink and party.
And I don't.
No, listen. And they like to rile each other up.
They love to rile each other up.
And because I drink and stay up late and do those things, then I get thrown into the mix where like you're going to bed and waking up early, and that's your prerogative.
It's fucking my prerogative.
But I think that's why you feel like that, because the three of us will just be like,
well, you're all
egging each other on.
Like, oh,
we're
let's
drinking,
make drinks. Like,
cocktails.
Oh, who's gonna make the next round? Who's getting that? Yeah, and I'm just like off to the motherfucking side. But I will say, like, last night was New Year's Eve, and Tyler is like so mad that I'm not going to stay up till midnight. But there's one thing about me: I cannot be peer pressured. Why? No. Like, I have no interest. Love you guys, but even Joe said it was fun until we were having fun, and then 11 rolled around, and I was like, I want to go to bed, and then we all just waited until midnight, and then the second the clock struck midnight, we went to bed.
But we were having fun until midnight. But yes, and then it was literally 12.
You can do it.
Midnight and 10 seconds, and we were like, okay, let's race to bed.
Right. So like, I feel
also, Mom fell asleep on the couch, which we knew that she was going to, but she fell asleep on the couch, just literally propped up like this.
Like, I was gonna use these mini mics. Do you remember like 8 years ago when that Snapchat filter was out of like a microphone, and I was like bombarding everyone, asking them questions? Joe was like, that'd be so funny if you did it again with your mini mics.
Should have.
And then I didn't think about it until I was getting in bed, and there was a part of me that was like, go out and surprise everyone, be the hero. And I said, no, I don't want to.
That would have been electric. The people would have gone wild.
Tyler would have gone wild.
But wild. I mean, you also stayed up until like 10:30.
Yeah,
which was
what I said to Tyler is what to go to bed at that point, and that hour and a half is a huge difference.
Okay. Also, when there was that filter, and you went up to Dad, and you were like, "What are you thankful for in 2000?" Like 17 or something. I don't know what it was. And he just goes, family, love, like life or happiness. And we're like,
and then someone knocked over a drink. It was a funny video. I'll find it. It's on my Snapchat history. But for me, the biggest factor, the biggest determining whatever of my mental health is sleep.
Determining.
So I will always, like, that will always be my priority. If we were like out clubbing at some place,
sure, that would have been so different, but we're just like sitting at home on the couch. Tyler,
I will stay up to midnight if you wake up at 7 and I get to sleep, and if you wake up at 7 to take care of the kids, and I get to sleep until 9. Also, everyone wanted me to stay up till midnight. I'm with my 2 children all day.
True. They get to go
golf widow. Yeah, you okay?
Golfing,
of course, you
drinking.
Yeah, exactly. You want to stay up until midnight so you can go golf all day the next day. The other thing about New Year's, do you have any New Year's resolutions?
I've never had one ever, and I don't think this year will be the year. I mean, is that shocking?
No, it's not shocking at all. Is it shocking that I used to have like the most intense ones ever?
No, of course you did. No, actually, my friends were in our group chat and was like, does anybody have any good New Year's resolutions?
Oh, I have a really good one.
Oh, what is it? I'll read some of them.
Okay. Mine was once a week, every Friday, every week of the year, I chose a different person to send them a detailed message on why I love them and appreciate them.
No, that's so good.
And I kept a note of like everyone and what I said to them so that I didn't do the same person twice. So they're 52 weeks in a year? Mm-hmm. And if it was like your birthday week, I would try to do you for that week. But then it honestly was so fulfilling. And it felt great because, I love telling people words of affirmation.
Totally.
And it was some people that, like, I don't know when I would ever send them these detailed messages.
52 people is a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting out of your,
like, inner circle.
Totally. Okay, these are some of the ones that my friend said.
Okay.
Save more money. Be nicer.
No gossiping.
No phone in bed.
Oh my God. If you are really on your phone in bed, that is, like, you should absolutely do that.
Okay, maybe I will. Probably not. Read more books.
You know how I feel about that?
Cook a new recipe a month. Get involved in a new charity.
You should do that.
Okay. And mindful drinking.
These are all things I do. I love your group. I will say when it comes to charity, I've been volunteering every like 2 to 3 weeks at this one organization. And it has brought me so much joy because I love doing hands-on volunteering. It's also why I love all my March 4th work. Like, that's more my unicorn work, but the other stuff I do is more like charitable, and I just freaking love it.
Yeah, but no, I mean, there are things that maybe I'm like, I should be doing like for a New Year's resolution, but no, I've never really had one, and maybe, I don't know. Well, I'm working out.
Shock of the century. Not because you're getting married and I know you and you're going to be like fucking ripped for your wedding and it's going to be like, oh, this is so hot.
Okay. Tell me how you really feel.
No, but it's insane that you just like never work out.
No, it's pretty crazy.
Crazy. Mentally, I just don't know how you do it.
So I just started doing Pilates maybe a month-ish ago.
Yeah, maybe a little more.
Maybe a little bit more. So far, so good. I like it. I do New York Pilates.
My favorite.
It's good.
But
yeah, so I don't know. So no New Year's resolutions.
Do you have any like big highs? Well, it's wedding.
A wedding. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say like of the past year engagement. Let me tell you, there's something about like self-work that I just love.
I know you do.
Like yesterday, all I wanted was everyone to leave so that I could like sit down. I journaled about like the other day during nap time. I went through my entire phone photo album of the year and social media, and I like went through each month and I was like, okay, these were the highlights of that month, like big highlights. Am I boring you?
Really? I told you I'm really tired.
And then I forgot to tell you, someone DM'd me once and was like, I sense a lot of like angst between you and Lucy. Is there like underlying stuff there?
Wait, when? Where?
After the show.
What show?
One of our episodes.
Like the most recent one?
I don't remember. And I said, no, that's just having a sister.
Yeah, that's just life.
That's just life with a sister.
That's just the life of two sassy little girls.
Sassy little girls. No, but I literally like, it was so nice. I went through, I did all the highlights of every month, and I'm going to keep a note on my phone to like more actively write them down because so many awesome things are happening. And then the year ends and I'm like, wait, what? I don't even remember them. Mm-hmm. And then I wrote out all my goals for the next year. And then I went on Pinterest and I found all images to represent things I want. And then I created a vision board and I used ChatGPT and I did all this really stuff. Good. Thanks. And I just fucking love it. I love self-help work.
I'm really happy for you.
Thanks. And I'm so excited. I'm doing a mushroom sound bath journey. I was trying to figure out if I'm going to talk about this. Well.
So are you going to talk about it?
Guess so. Okay. When is this episode? Oh, happy birthday, Joe. This episode comes out on his birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. 35, my man.
35.
So it's after this episode comes out. You know, I've been interested in mushrooms for a long time. Mm-hmm. It all started pre my first pregnancy. I was supposed to do that huge trip and you were supposed to come and be like, my like you sober person. Yeah. And then that day I was like, something feels weird. And I took a pregnancy test and I was pregnant.
Yeah, that is wild.
So that was September 2020. I'm doing a sound bath. It's a guided sound bath. It's like a 5-hour meditation. it's this shaman, this man who I've been connected to from like multiple people, and finally I can make one of his sessions, and it's in Long Island City. So me and two of my girlfriends are doing it.
Just like at his apartment?
I think it's at someone's like apartment building, like rec room. I don't really know.
That feels crazy. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Wait, what do you mean? You're just doing it in somebody's... That can't be allowed, doing it in somebody's apartment rec room. That's like...
Well, you know what, Lucy? He doesn't own like a place. Like they do it at these like...
Okay, and what if somebody just like walks in trying to get like a Diet
renting
Coke?
It out? I don't know. I just have the address. I'm having an open mind for a healing experience.
First she asked if she could do it at our parents' apartment, and then she asked me if she could do it at my apartment, and she said,
"We were going to host a private one."
You said, "Are you free?" Oh, so you're doing it with other people?
Yes.
So it's not. I thought it was so private.
No.
Interesting. So she texted me, "Are you here weekend? Blah 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 blah." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll be in the city. Why? Do you need to sleep over?" And she's like, "Oh, I was hoping you weren't there." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
I also asked Maddie.
And she goes, "Well, I just want to do a mushroom sound bath. I was hoping I could use your apartment for it." I told Tyler, he's like,
"I don't think
in what
crazy.
World?" No, he's like, "They're going to go crazy. They're going to be breaking things. No, they're going to be so high."
Are you guys envisioning? Not at all. We were going to do it at my house. Okay, this was the original plan. We were going to do a private session with 8 of our friends, and I was going to host it, and we were going to do it in the basement.
Okay.
And I said, I will host it, but obviously my children I don't want in the house. So one of my friends was supposed to come, and Joe was going to take the kids to their house because the kids are best friends, and he's really close with the husband. They were going to have a slumber party.
Sure.
Then that friend backed out because understandably she's not as into the things that I am, and she found out that it was like a 5-hour meditation. She was like, I'm so fucking far out. Mm-hmm. So then I didn't really have a place to send Joe and the kids. And then I was like, okay, I'm not going to host it here. So then I was like, where else can I host it? So I was going to host it at Mom and Dad's beach house. And then Mom was like, I want no part of this. So then I asked about your apartment. I asked about Maddie's house. None of those worked. So we said, we're not going to do a private session. And then he's like, I'm actually going to host a session. So we're just going to a session that he's hosting.
And how big is the session?
I think it's like 30 some people.
You're joking. 30 people?
I think so.
I thought you were going to say like 12. 30 people?
I could be wrong. Listen.
That's too many people for me.
I'm sweating. I don't know, but I just am really interested in it. And
okay, I'm really happy and excited for you.
Thanks. Okay. The other thing is I was going to tell a Christmas card prank, but like it's kind of hard to explain.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it's worth it?
Well, okay. People probably have seen a TikTok Christmas card prank where you get a card and you write a fake letter to your parents, and then you say whatever and put it in their mailbox with all of their other Christmas cards. So we did that to my mom, and she opened it and she was so fucking confused.
Wait, but can we say one thing? Like, she loves her Christmas cards. It's a whole shebang.
Totally.
A whole thing. She loves to go through them. She loves to send them. Also, you write really intricate details.
Yeah, so we wrote like stuff that not a lot of people would know, and we were just like,
it was like, I miss you so much. Like, I hope you're having such an amazing time with your grandkids. We listed their names. We were like, we hear you have a 4th on the way. Stuff about their apartment.
No, we said, we can't wait to see your apartment. We have to come over for cocktails and a sleepover.
And then the end was like...
And then we put $10 in there for the kids.
It said, like, to buy something nice for the kids. It was like, you have to come by the restaurant sometime soon. We miss you so much. We talk about you all the time.
We speak so highly of your family. And then we made that return address a Taco Bell in like Indiana or something.
It was an address. It was just a Taco Bell if you Google it. Was the address. I thought she was going to like freak out because we recorded it to make a TikTok out of it. She kind of didn't give much.
No, it was funny, I thought. I thought that she was like pretty confused and like made a big deal out of it. And I think she didn't want to get that worked up about it because she was nervous that Dad was scared.
Oh, you think?
Yeah.
Well, Maddie was the one that was the most worked up over all of it. But then Maddie also read it. This is what confuses me. How did Maddie hear all of it? Like, she was most worked up over it, but then she read it and was like, wait, this is Cammie's handwriting. Even though I did like a weird looking cursive. Had she not read it? Had she just been hearing everything?
Probably.
Okay. Well, to be determined if we'll make a video of it. I don't know. The other thing I wanted to say is I have a new respect for the self-tanning crew.
I know. It's tough.
Oh my God. It's a fucking journey.
It's such a journey. And you're so sticky. And you just feel gross.
I want to crawl out of my skin.
Well, they have ones that are like express where you just wear it for 2 hours.
Even, I don't know. Like, yes, I'm so happy I did it. I felt like it looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
And
it did look really good.
What's it called?
Salty face.
Salty face. I like it. But.
And it doesn't have a major smell.
No.
You still smell, but like, it's not like the other ones.
But it was like every night I kept being like, I want to do a tan for tomorrow. And then every night I'd be like, I don't want to go fucking do this. Or I'd forget. Yeah. And then I did it the one night when you refused to do it for me and I had to do it myself.
Well, I just thought you're capable of doing it
to yourself. Did you look at my feet? Did you look at my hands?
Well, if you remember, I told you I have a different process for feet and hands.
It would have helped if you were with me.
I didn't say that I wouldn't be with you. I said I would go with you. I just didn't want to tan your full body.
Okay, well, the feeling of my hand in that mitt makes me want to jump out a window.
Slimy. Yeah. I know.
Can I tell you what I did that was probably the worst sensation in the world? I don't care because it's just my show, so people who listen to this know me. After I did the spray tan, we were going on a boat day the next day, and I realized
so scary.
I hadn't dealt with my bikini line. And Joe had been shaving, and I used Joe's electric razor on my bikini line. So I hopped in the shower really fast without the shower on, and I did it. But when you've never used an electric razor,
I use it.
Oh, you do?
That's what I use.
Okay, so hair, and then I was so sticky that it was sticking to me, and I was like, I fucking hate every second of this sensation.
Yes, because the hair was falling, but then you couldn't get it off. So how did you get it off?
I just wiped so hard with my hand
because it's
my
a
hand
sticky.
Had just been so slimy.
Wait, but did you not shower it off before the boat?
I literally did this shaving experience 20 minutes after putting on the spray tan, the self tan. I showered the next morning.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to do that. You're lucky that it looked good.
Shave?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't purposeful. Also, I rarely have any hair. It's a few things.
I'm just saying. Don't do that.
Trust me, I'll never do it again because it was the worst sensation of my entire life.
No, the fact that you did it right after.
No, I was so sticky.
No.
And getting in bed, I'm just I then crawl out of
I get
skin.
In bed with I do full long pants,
Same.
long shirt.
Same.
And it's just, then you get sweaty and then you're just what?
But
you're a little bit damp
spray tan
forever.
Forever. The people who spray tan always have a good self tan. So you guys, I have a respect for the madness.
Thank you.
Respect for your name. 2 listener questions, and then we're done because I really need to wake my children from their slumber. Although my fish toddler could sleep for 5 hours because he lives in the fucking pool. He's exhausted. But he's been in the pool for 3 hours a day.
Well, he's going to want to go back in.
I know, and I don't want to. How do you navigate biting your tongue as an older sister when the natural instinct is to give unsolicited advice? So I'll spin this on you. It's me. It's a question for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I know.
Oh, well, you were looking at me.
I was trying to think.
Well, you were looking at me like it was I'm not an older sister.
I know, okay. Cammie. I'm well aware. I was just trying to think if you do or you don't.
Okay, well,
and I don't think that you bite your tongue.
Oh,
but not in a bad way. I just don't. I don't think that we have the relationship where you
I'm trying to think if I give unsolicited advice. Yes, I'm sure I do.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. Maybe it's. I don't know.
Well, interestingly
but things happen, and it's not like you're oh, I'm not going to say anything because
sometimes I think I do bite my tongue. Actually,
okay. Well, maybe I wouldn't know.
Well, this morning, even I said to Maddie when she was talking to me or yesterday, she was saying something, and I looked at her, and I was like, "Do you want me to just listen to you, or do you want advice?" Because I have thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to give unsolicited advice.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess that.
Well, I think that is, I guess I'll answer this. How do you navigate biting your tongue? Pick your battles. And I think you ask like that question. Do you want, I know I did that as a younger sister, and I've probably never done it to you because I can more like read, like, I'm just going to give you the advice.
Yeah.
But if it's a sensitive subject, be like, do you want me to just listen or are you looking for advice? Which I think is a question that's helpful for anyone. Like, Joe and I started doing that of like, do you want me to just listen to you vent or do you want feedback?
Really good for mother-daughter relationships.
Oh, I would love that, Mom. She listens. Where do you get your style inspo from? That's your question.
Me?
Yeah, you. You girl, you.
Honestly, like I'm trying to think before TikTok. Yeah. I think just influencers, but I'm not like big influencers that I'm following.
Can you maybe round up like 5 and we can put it in the show notes?
Oh, I'd have to like really think about that, but maybe. Off
the top of your head, you can't think of any.
This one girl,
like Brett's Bites sister that we just found out was her sister.
Chody. This one girl, Yasmin.
You know who I really like? The girl that does social for favorite daughter. Her style is great.
I don't know.
And is very like what I enjoy.
This girl I love. Yasmin Davenport, but a lot of it is like stuff that like I'm not going to be able to afford.
Not
but
big influencer. Okay, she has 1 million followers.
I lied then. I lied. I am a liar. A lot of it is just friends. I take inspo from the people that I'm around. A lot of it is TikTok and just finding people that have a similar style or like a style that you want to have and looking that way. I also 1,000,000% I'm doing better about this, but I was checking Revolve new arrivals every single day. I haven't done it in a while.
So insane.
But every single day I was on Revolve new arrivals. Every day I would check.
Revolve feels like young for you now.
When it was during that time that it was like very much
a switch over to Shopify.
Yeah. So it was honestly just that, just like seeing things that I liked, finding pieces that I liked, and I also absolutely have a shopping addiction and I have too many clothes. Yes. So maybe don't listen to me, but
okay. Well, love you lots.
Love ya.
See you next time.
Bye.
Happy birthday, Joseph. TT.
Hi.
We're last minute potentially adding this to the end of the show. Well, it's a potential.
Yeah.
We got to see how it sounds, how it vibes.
It's for the hardcore FFM, the community.
Well, it'll be, I mean, it'll be an episode for everyone, but yes.
But like the real people will listen to this one because they will listen to the end.
Oh, yeah. The real people are here.
Yep.
Okay. Well, what do I want to ask you? What is your favorite thing about my sister?
There's so many things that come
Please
to mind.
Cry.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, favorite recent thing. That's what I asked Joe. Because there's so many things.
Yeah, I mean, I said this at dinner, of course. I mean, she is super, super, super hardcore family first, no matter what. But now that I'm involved in that as well, she's obviously really emphasized that in our relationship. And so her support for me has been beyond anything I could ever think of. So there's no question in my mind that she's the best in terms of that.
Yeah, she's the bomb.com.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about my husband?
That boy. that boy. No, I mean, he's the best. Obviously, he do be matching my freak for sure.
He do be matching. Joe's just giggling in the corner.
No, he's great, and we have some really, really fun times. He's just the best. I mean, there's a lot of things that I could say, but
nothing comes to mind specifically.
Oh no! a lot of things.
Joe, that was like most generic, specifically generic thing in the world.
No, I mean, like the fact that, like, of course, like he's got his own like sense of humor, and so do I. But the fact that we can kind of bounce off each other is like hysterical.
Riff.
And like, yeah, like we riff really well together. So
today when you were in the pool, Maddie was like, I know Lucy really loves Joe, but I'm starting to think Tyler is like really into him.
Yeah.
When you two were like canoodling in the corner.
Yeah.
When Joe went to
like to get me, and then I like escaped. He's like, wait, no, I was coming over to say something. And I was like, oh, I thought you were just like fucking with me.
No, he was fucking
Both,
with you.
But
okay. What were you going to chat about, Joe? What do you say?
Nothing.
Okay. What would you love the Freckle Foodie fam to know about you?
Damn, these are good questions. That I love being in your content. I try and sneak in at all times. There's a lot of videos I like come into the background for, like fuck with you when you're recording and like peek my head in.
Did you see the video? You weren't in it, but when I was giving you the finger,
yeah, exactly, like that type of shit. Like, so, hey, shout out FF fam. Like, I try and fuck with you guys a lot. So, like,
you're in the fam.
Yeah, we all fam.
In the club, we all fam.
We do be all fam.
Do you have any closing remarks? Anything else you want to say?
I hope I can engage a little bit more. Maybe we do a full lengther at some point.
Oh, I told you I wanted you.
I mean, that would be kind of dope. Just saying. Maybe I can spit some New England vibes out there, some environmental stuff, some climate tech stuff.
Yeah, he's a geologist, everyone. He knows.
Was, but yeah.
Okay, was.
By training, but.
Geologist by training.
Sustainability.
Badass by day.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Would you get your
master's in sustainability science, and so now we're in the climate tech space.
Okay, so what do I say now if someone asks what you do? I can't say geologist because I love saying geologist, and then the reaction. Joe, what? I love.
Cute. Definitely cute.
I love someone's reaction when I say that. They're like, "What?"
Yeah, I mean, like for sure. Not a geologist, but you can't say like, oh, I can go look at any rock and tell you what it is.
Okay,
geologist by training, but no, it's just sustainability. In sustainability, climate tech is
okay,
which is like also like super obscure and like, oh, I'm in consulting.
Tech.
You're not gonna understand it, but
right,
that's what the full length is for.
You know, I love you.
I love you.
Cuddle up. TG tried to make out with me today. Just say.
Got it on tape.
He
Whatever.
Just tried to kiss.
It's fine. It's just a little peck. Yeah,
he did. He really did.
It was on the cheek, and then it was a little.
It wasn't on the cheek. It wasn't.
It's up for debate.
Don't lie. I love you.
Love you.